Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of the HumanityCast, where we talk about the real practical steps to building purpose-driven organizations here in Zambia and beyond. I'm your host, Emmanuel Mwangaila, and today we're diving into something every NGO must get right: how to open a bank account in your organization's name. You've registered your NGO, your mission is clear, your heart is in the right place. But then reality hits. How do we actually handle money as an organization? And as we know, you can't exactly deposit good intentions at the bank. Let's talk about the proper, legal, and simple way to do it. Why it matters to open a bank account. First, it builds trust. Donors, partners, and even your own members need to see that your organization handles money transparently. Second, it gives you access to funding. Many donors or sponsors won't send money to personal accounts. They want to see a registered NGO account managed by authorized signatories. And third, it's the law. Under Zambia's NGO Act and the Financial Intelligence Center guidelines, every NGO handling public funds must have an official financial account and keep proper records. Without that, you risk confusion, audit issues, and missed funding opportunities. So let's walk through on how to do it properly. So here is a step-by-step guideline on how you can get a bank account for your NGO. You better get a pen and paper and jot down what I will be saying. Number 1, make sure your NGO is legally registered. So the first step is make sure that your NGO is registered with the Ministry of Community Development. If you need help with the registration, check out episode 1 and 2 of this cast. I'll link it in the description below. Apart from the certificate, you will also need your constitution or your articles of association outlining your NGO's objectives and structure. The step 2 that you have to take is hold a board meeting and pass a resolution. So you need to hold a board meeting, and in that board meeting there needs to be the following authorized: the name of the bank that you are going to go with. You need to choose which bank you're going to go with, and the name of the signatories which are going to be there. Most likely, most NGOs prefer that the chairperson, the treasurer, and the secretary are part of the signatories. Some prefer that the chairperson, the vice chairperson, and the secretary, chairperson, vice chairperson, and the treasurer are part of the signatories. And the signing mandate, for example, how many people will sign? Is it 2 or 1 person? An example of a board meeting excerpt that you can say is: it was resolved that an account be opened in the name of, let's say your organization's name is Safe Space Foundation, with the bank name, let's say you're opening your bank with Sanaco, and the following are the authorized signatories. Then you list the people who will be signatories. Then at the end you authorize it and you sign it, and it should have like a proper heading, a letterhead, and just that small statement, it carries big weight, and it's proof your organization operates correctly and collectively. Then the step 3 that you have to take is gather your documents. So some examples of documents that most banks need are the certificate of registration from the Ministry of Community Development, the organization constitutions, the board resolution, like how and when did you resolve that you should open the bank account, NRCs that are certified or passports that are certified for the signatories. In respect of foreigners or alien residents, you also need valid immigration permits. they are required for opening a bank account, and the proof of address for the organization, and you need also a TPIN certificate from ZRA. So for the TPIN, if you need to open a TPIN again, you can get hold of me and I'll be able to help with that. You also need passport size photos for the signatories, and a letter of account opening request written with the NGOs letterhead. Don't forget to put letterheads on all your documents. If possible, you should even get a stamp for your NGO if it's, yeah, if you're just establishing. Then you need you also need to wait for the reactivation. Now after you submit all these uh, documents to the bank, you wait for the reactivation. But before that, when you walk into the bank, they'll give you the forms. You need to fill in the forms, and you fill in which account you're going to use, and they'll give you their specific requirements too when you go there. Now let's talk about a few mistakes that most NGOs make, that most new NGOs make that I've seen. Using personal accounts for NGO money. That's a huge red flag for donors. They don't even tolerate that, because how will they trust that you are going to use that money for the purpose of the NGO if it goes directly in your account? You'll be tempted to use it. Someone wires you $100,000 in your own personal account. Goodness. Skipping the tipping also is a huge mistake that most new NGOs make, which delays account opening. Again, if you need the tipping, I can help you open one. Missing the board resolution is also a mistake, or just using an informal one. Also, not keeping proper financial records is a very huge mistake, which can lead to accountability problems later. Transparency isn't just a legal requirement, it's a moral one. Donors fund trust as much as they find ideas. Okay. Then remember, building an NGO isn't just about doing good, it's about doing good the right way. A simple step like opening a proper account can change everything. It builds credibility, opens doors to funding, and it gives your mission a professional foundation. If you found this episode helpful, share it with someone starting an NGO, or drop a comment telling me which topic you'd like to unpack next in this Humanity Cast series. Maybe how to register um, a church, or how to write a constitution for organizations. I did that in episode 3, but I can just amplify more on it. So until next time, to episode 6, this has been the Humanity Cast. Keep building purpose with passion and integrity. Thank you very much, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.